Today, I want to give my opinion about the latest Genshin killer, a video game called Arknights Endfield. It's my one of the long-awaited wish list to play this year, and I diligently play for the last month, stay and learning about it as much as possible in the live server. I want to share my take and perspective about this new product, and what is the impact to the video game, especially in the genre of open-world, action, gacha RPG. Endfield is something unexpected in a video game genre. It's a mix of action, simulation, RPG, strategy management, and business. From a quick glimpse, it looks messy and greedy when a video game studio mixing that much of genre into one product. Surprisingly, it works in some way. Hypergriff/Griffline, the same studio behind the original tower defense Arknights, are cooking a great food in their kitchen, showing on spin-offs of their original's IP. This, in my humble opinion, will evolving the video game realms even more, because such a craft like this is a rare cases, just like when Genshin were born in their time. Another strong point I need to tell is the combat experience. I am not saying it's better or not than their predecessor, such as Genshin or Wuwa, but they managed to give their own colors, to show that Endfield has their own combat style. One for sure, the pace is very different. You build tension and combo with a proper timing, and also need to understand the fulfillment of how triggering combo from certain unit. It really need practices and a curve learning from what people already know, especially player base from another game which is Genshin or Wuwa. There is elemental faction in this game, and a class faction as well. It's easy to tell because of the indicator are clearly shown in the character menu. But one aspect that people need to aware are the 4 battle stats that become assigned to what role their units are belong to. For example, Endministrator have a main stats of agility, so the more stats invested on the AG, they will get more attack/damage stats. Another example is Ardelia, with Will as the second main stats. The more Will stats increases, she will have more power in their healing ability. So its role also states of how it affects the unit's bonus stats. Next, another important factor is automaton stuff. Factory and automaton is one of the biggest aspects this game has to offer. It's strictly tighten your resources for everything you need in the game, whether if that is money, healing items, bombs for exploration, items for trading, or armory gear for equipment. I personally hate this stuff, and because of this, Endfield is much closer to play game like Astra, Minecraft, or Don't Starve instead, because of the necessity to manage all of your resources in a right way in order to play the game. That is why I mentioned in the first place of how this thing actually works out despite of this terms of use. Also, need extra calculation when gearing your armory, to be watch out of your resources and machinery, so the chain production will meet the minimum quota for what you need for every unit. And I can tell you, you will get dizzy, and a lot dizzy after another LOL. You can see how this being impacted to Endfield review in the Play Store, because of those kids cannot learn by trial and error and rage quitting the game. I am not blaming the players that has rage quit, because this game is need a high learning curve with persistent and diligent trait to maintain as a player. I also want to mention the ugliness of their enemy design, LOL. But I also want to appreciate the high-quality design of their playable character. So, improvement may happen in the future to meet the balance between those two. Little bit disappointment when doing on Story Quest dialogue segment, Endfield decreases their visual quality and become more anime-y rather than cinematic-y like the art style from their pre-release trailer. Maybe there is a reason to it. I just need to mention the difference even if just a little bit. But in overall, the nuances and vibes between characters, enemy, and the world itself feels right. So another plus point I give toward the Endfield. Now, the monetization. From the start, when installing the game, I already expect this game is going to be having bad monetization. I still remember when I was uninstalled the original Arknights after playing within a week back on the version 1.0. I just have so much experience that I can tell if a game are going to be greedy or free-to-play friendly. In case of Endfield, it's better than the OG Arknights, but also not very generous as well. As the pity system, Endfield ruling on 120 polls for guaranteed limited 6-star, 80 on hard pity, and always 50-50. It does not carry over if you pull on previous banner. If you play Genshin or Star Rail, you will understand quickly. There is a free 10 polls guarantee system whenever you spend certain polls in previous banner, which is need to be mentioned. And also, weapon banner has different currency, and obtainable whenever you spend your pulls on character banner. Oh yeah, the character that getting rate up treatment on certain banner will stay for the next 2 banner without rate up chance. So, we'll stay in pool on 3 banners. I know it's hard to understand. So, for summary, monetization is little bit underwhelming for free to play. Need to skip 2 banners for a guarantee 1 limited 6-star character. But the standard character, and main protagonist, is really usable for endgame content. Last, personal encouragement. This is not a paid advertisement, and for sure this is all my personal take from my own experience. Endfield is offering so much content for a video game that just released like a month ago. For a version 1.0, the performance and stability is spectacular. For a video game that challenging a gacha RPG market. I also always play this with my wired earbuds, and I really appreciate the sound and music division of Endfield. The sound effect, like swinging sword or when we get perfect dodge, or even when there is explosion stuff, is incredible. Performance on PS5 and mobile are also astonishing. I watch my brother playing on both of the devices, and I can tell for sure the optimization is very good. Above all of that, it really brings a new wind to the market for sure, making a great wave of new challenger. Now, I also need to say a few flaws in Endfield. The learning curve for automaton stuff is very high. It's very stressful. So much stuff need to learn, need to find, and need to upgrade. You need to prepare yourself so you can heal from the headache whenever you try to figuring anything by yourself. Also, after moving into another planet, there is a chance that the previous planet will be neglected because of Endfield applying system that need to rebuild any automaton from the start, which is a joke, I can say. Oh, also, backpack/inventory system is a hassle. Like, it's become a burden to managing your stuff in your bag or in the automaton inventory. I hope they will hotfix some stuff in next patch, and pray for the great update.
能够让大家尽快投入到探索之中。武器潜能的升级与机制界面将直接可以查看武器技能详情，地图上也可以直接看到珍贵采集点。
Thank you if you stick till the end of video. That is my personal review of the state of game Endfield version 1.0, and I hope I talk all of stuff that needed in this review. I really enjoy the game, and might be keep in touch just because it's a great game. Don't forget to help the channel by subscribing if you enjoy the review. Thank you for now, and have a great day.
我们还优化了管理员们的种植体验。那现在管理员和队友的操作所需时间都进行了缩减，更加方便了。天，你不会再出现因为背包容量限制而无法领取奖励的情况了。暂时无法领取的珍贵采集物呢，也会直接进入邮箱暂存区，领取后呢，直接存入仓库。那我们将增加回收站的一键领取和总控台的快速操作功能。当回收站升至4级之后啊，管理员可以实现远程收取资源，大大方便管理员们行动。在递降后的总控台啊，管理员也可以快速安排干员从事生产活动，一键收取线索和各类资源。